Sara Webb is an astrophysicist and science communicator. She joins us live now from Melbourne in Australia. Thank you so much for being with us on the program today. Now, just walk us through the importance of the DART mission and how successful this first test has been, because they actually managed to hit the asteroid.
They absolutely did. It was a huge success and hugely important as well. So a test like this is really, you get one shot at it, quite literally. And as the broadcast so eloquently explained, it had to all be pre-programmed from a few hours before. So this thing is moving so fast that even if you were coming up to the asteroid and you thought, oh my goodness, we're not going to hit it, you don't have time to reprogram and recommunicate those messages on board to reposition. So it's an incredible feat, and I think an excellent test of everything that we're able to do as a humanity in the science and technology areas of space to possibly protect ourselves the best we can from the environment we live in here in our solar system.
And what kind of spacecraft is being used to hit asteroids that are as big as Dimorphos, and what complications could arise in future missions?
Right. So this spacecraft was about the size of a refrigerator, so pretty big, but not enormous. And it is big enough that it will slow down Dimorphos just the tiniest little bit. We'll be able to measure it and get very precise measurements on how much energy was imparted. But something like this is not suitable for if we find a very large asteroid. So something like Bennu, which is predicted to come close to the Earth in the next few hundred years, we would need several of these type of spacecraft, if not tens to hundreds of them hitting the asteroid either at once or in succession. But what is excellent about this type of mission, where you really are just throwing something and using physics to your advantage, is that it can be done at any stage in the asteroid's orbit. So we could identify theoretically a potentially dangerous asteroid and knock it away from us many years, decades in advance to even coming close.
And I've been told that you only have to shift it by a millimeter so it doesn't actually hit Earth years from now.
Yes. So depending on where the asteroid is, one tiny change in its orbit, maybe it's further away from the sun, might lead to massive changes later on. So we can do only a little bit and make a huge difference later on. So it's much more better, much more efficient than something like Armageddon, where you wait until the very last moment when the asteroid is right next door to try to deal with it. We don't want to do that.
Okay, Sara Webb, thank you so much for joining us here on the NewsHour today. It was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you for having me.